You know, it's not very often that you hear somebody refer to the Arizona Coyotes as Harlem Globetrottering another team, but that's
I
what
don't
the
know what that
commentator
means.
said during today's Washington-Arizona game, and they were right to do so. Arizona put up 5 in the first period, which was a fun opportunity for...
Okay, so I have grown up with most of the Washington Capitals players. I've grown up with many of the Pittsburgh Penguins players. And I've grown up with none of the Columbus players or New York Rangers players, except Blake Wheeler, who I grew up with.
Me, because they mentioned that their stats guys were looking into it, so I did as well. The last time Washington gave up 5 goals in one period was in 2012-2013 when Pittsburgh scored 5 on them. Both Crosby and Malkin had 3 points, by the way. Before that, it was Pittsburgh and Atlanta in 05-06, Buffalo in 03-04, and Ottawa in 01-02. It definitely isn't a common thing unless you go back to the mid to late 70s. Washington, of course, was awarded an expansion franchise in 1974, and in their first 6 seasons, based on my count, they had at least 21 games where they gave up 5 goals or more in a single period. Expansion teams, you may not know this, Vegas fans, used to be very, very bad, and for a long time. Anyway, we're only through the first and second, but a pretty ugly one tonight. It's 6-0, as I said, 5 of those goals coming in the first, and after 5 goals on 10 shots, you'd expect the goaltending to just be horrendous, especially given they went through 2. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you and say it was good, but aside from a couple of the goals, especially the second one, the score was as it was because of the Coyotes just dominating Washington and Washington having complete breakdowns. The 5th goal especially, Washington had about 10 chances to clear the zone and got completely outworked. So, not good. Washington and Arizona fans, let me know what you think of your team and this game down below.